We check in first with the boys hockey team, where last Wednesday it was an exciting matchup between the top two teams in the Herget division, Wellesley Raiders against the Walpole Rebels. Both talented teams coming in at 5-1, and first place up for grabs. We go deep into the second period scoreless, thanks in large part to great defensive efforts from goalies Tim Kirker and Jack Maxwell, respectively. With just under 5 minutes to go in the second, Wellesley's Peter Haru with a clutch wraparound goal is finally able to end a scoreless tie, and we go into the third, Wellesley 1, Walpole nothing. But in the final period, it would be all Walpole, as the Rebels aggressively take more shots on goal, and number 18 Kevin Quinn makes it count as his shot somehow sneaks by Jack Maxwell and ties it up at 1 apiece. Minutes later, the Rebels would take advantage of the Raiders changing lines up late, and Walpole's Bill Moore brings it home with a fantastic wrist shot and a 2-1 lead. That would be the final score here at Babson, as the Rebels outlast the Raiders, getting a tough win on the road and earning a spot in first place atop the Herget. Wellesley will look to get back on track at home as they face Oliver Ames on Monday. And we fast forward to Wellesley's non-league matchup against the Oliver Ames Tigers on Monday afternoon. With the Raiders looking to erase Wednesday's loss to Walpole, Wellesley quickly gets things started offensively. With 3:54 left to go in the first, Carter Huff's goal gets the Raiders on top first, 1-0. Oliver Ames finds an answer, though, with only 20 seconds left in the first. Forward Matt Campanella completely tricks goalie Jack Maxwell, leaving the net wide open for Colin Losey, and we have a tied ball game at 1. But freshman Ethan Murphy, earning his minutes on the ice, rings in a slap shot that hits top post, but still finds the back of the net, and the Raiders take a 2-1 lead into the final period. Literally seconds into the third period, Captain Tyler Provost is clutch for the Tigers here on a breakaway as he races past Hunter Colby and shoots it past the outstretched pads of goalie Jack Maxwell. And we're all tied up once again at 2 apiece. Wellesley would have their chances, but the Raiders would have to settle for a tie in this one as they fall to 5-2-1 on the season. Moving to girls hockey on Saturday, playing only their second home game in yet another stellar season for the Raiders, Wellesley would look to remain unbeaten in a Bay State Conference matchup between the Norwood Mustangs. Just minutes into the game, Norwood gets on the scoreboard first as Mustangs captain Emily Kelly sneaks the puck past Megan King's glove, and the Mustangs go on top 1-0. Raiders quickly answer back, though, as Keely Korskadin's shot gets blocked by goalie Sam Batterin, but Carly Boyle is there for the rebound, and it's tied at 1. In the second period, still knotted up at 1, Norwood gets a 2-on-1 fast break opportunity. Sammy Hayes dishes it to Isabel Aspinwall, who whips it past the legs of Megan King, and the Mustangs regain the lead 2-1. But with only 5 seconds to go in a power play, Raiders captain Keely Korskadin steps up and rips it backhand, and once again it's all tied up at 2. Mustangs would have their chances, but goalie Megan King would once again be the defensive factor for the Raiders to rely on. Later, Amy Dorr finds an open Jody Lunger, and Lunger's go-ahead goal would be all the Raiders would need. They hold on to win 3-2 over the Mustangs in an exciting Herget Division matchup and remain unbeaten at 8-0-1. And finally, we check in with the Raiders girls basketball team last Friday in a Herget Division matchup against the unbeaten Norwood Mustangs. Coming in at 2-4, this would be the biggest challenge yet for the Raiders. A challenge this team will be ready for. We start things off in the first quarter as Wellesley takes an early 6-3 lead on an Emma Ivy basket, but Norwood's Megan Reen shoots a deep 3 from way out. Ties it up at 6. The Raiders take a timeout. Wellesley would then open up an 8-point lead to begin the second quarter with a wide-open corner 3 by Sophia Mavromatis. That lead would then go into double digits before Mustangs' Megan Reen would once again knock down another 3. The Raiders would take a 27-17 lead into halftime. Norwood would then open up the second half by crawling their way back into the game on a layup by Olivia Philbrook to make it only 30-25 Wellesley. Raiders respond once again, though, on a 7-0 run, sparked by yet another corner shot from downtown by Sophia Mavromatis. Fast forward to the fourth, and Mustangs continue to fight their way back into the game. Once again, Olivia Philbrook, this time with a three-pointer, cuts the lead to only 2, 49-47. It would be Captain Natalie Hart's 4 clutch free throws at the end that would seal a hard-earned victory for the Raiders as they hand the Mustangs their first loss of the season with a final score of 53-49. After the game, Coach Siri and Natalie Hart talked about the team's clutch victory and the confidence this divisional win gives them as they continue to work hard towards tournament.
Last 2 games, we've really worked hard in practice, and it's showing on the courts. And you just got to keep getting better and hope we make tournament, and then see if we can do something in tournament. We all need to be ready to score, and we can't just count on Sophia because she's a good player, but they're gonna do a junk defense or a box and one. So we all have to be ready. If we're all ready to play and make baskets, then they'll come off of Sophia, and then Sophia will get her chance again. So it's got to be a team effort if you want to be really great, and Natalie showed that tonight.
Honestly, I'm just glad we won. It was a little frustrating at the end. It was a little bit scary. I thought we were going to lose it, but I'm glad we kept our composure, and so it was a good win for us. We needed it. Our team has just turned it around. We were a little unfocused at the beginning of the season, but we've definitely all come together and really became a team. Like, we're all ready to win here. We're all ready to put it all out on the floor. Lots of effort, and I'm really excited for the rest of the season.